All right, Rodney, what do you have for updates, please?
All right, so the remodeling all downstairs at Bridge of Hope, that's going along, the painting. Wendy sent me an order for floor and decor. So I was gonna go ahead and do that today, but I submitted a tax exempt form to them yesterday, and I just got emailed back saying it was approved.
Did you buy all that stuff you asked me about yesterday?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
What is this floor and decor order? How much is it gonna be?
I think about 18 or 1900 somewhere in there. Wendy sent me the text. I'm gonna call that guy that was trying to hit on you yesterday from the street.
I ain't think about that like that.
Calling up from the street.
And you were old too? No sir.
Hey.
No sir. No sir.
But she was out there cleaning the wood, and she came right inside real quick.
What did I tell you? He said, oh, you're doing a good job. I said, you're doing a good job too. No. Why are you looking like that? And why did you bring that up? If you're going to hear this response, no.
I ain't said nothing.
Your looks. Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I didn't even look that way. No.
Alrighty. You know how to do a video? You can put it on the party's page to invite people out, tell them when you're here and what's
I got
needed.
to do a video.
Yeah.
Well, I got to do a video.
So they can see you. They need to see you though. Girl, you preached. I listened to your message. Girl, you preached. Lord. Lord.
Okay, so the video. That's a video. Okay, I'll do video.
Yes, you was in another realm.
I'll do video.
I was so proud. I was smiling ear to ear. Look at her. Yeah, but do a quick video. Tell them what you need. Tell them when you need them, and they'll get out of here.
All right.
I didn't send you the picture of it.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Keep orders minimal,
They have
please.
been. They really have been. And the reason they have been, and it's a good thing because Cameron orders his stuff by himself. And so it's only, who I order for is only the church, ALF, and MTI and Bridge of Hope. That's
So June was great. We had just a discussion on virtue. July we're moving into the power of prayer. And I'm really excited. So we're obviously talking about what prayer is, who we pray to, why do we pray, blah blah blah. Just building an understanding for them to know, like, to have a prayer life outside of just coming to church on Sundays. So there's an initiative that I'm creating. It's called Meet Me at the Altar, so that we can come together and worship at the altar on Sundays collectively. On the second, so the first Sunday of July, I'm establishing, like I said, what prayer is, how do we pray. And the second Sunday, we're going to talk about, like, being accountable to people and create, like, prayer buddies. So it's going to be a group of fours, and they're going to communicate with each other outside of student ministry so that they can pray at a certain time. Like, they can all agree that they're, what time they're going to pray together, have their focal prayer points, and go from there every day for that week. So I'm trying to decide if I want to change their prayer buddy groups or just keep it the same for the whole month. But that's the initiative that we're working on for that.
And that's during July?
July.
That's interesting, because my series for July is called Engaging God.
Period. So on July 30th, I was gonna ask Miss Michelle if anyone's renting out the building for anything that night, July 30th. But if not, I have what's called an all-night cry out, where we're gonna come at 8 p.m. until midnight and pray. So if it's not occupied, then we'll be here praying.
Oh, hello. I am Marlicia Bartholomew, formerly known as Jules. And I am preparing to leave so I can go on my maternity leave and have my baby. So, if there's anybody that would be interested in acting like me, I mean, no one can do me, they really do and act like me, then let Evan Allen know as soon as possible, because I'll be gone and then she'll be gone.
Even with leading, like, I used to like run from leading.
This is recording, by the way.
I used to run from leading worship, and when I came here, it was like,
Here's a microphone.
Yep. So yeah,
that's good. Also, tell them what you're doing. Like, what are we doing? You know, this is for our episode of the church.
Oh, great. So yeah. Wow, Evan. Yeah, this is great. So yeah, so I am stepping outside of all my comfort zones, actually. And when the announcement for needing someone to help with the announcements and the broadcast, when that kind of happened, I was like, has anyone, I asked you, has anyone stepped in? And he was like, no, not really. So I was like, oh, well, if you need me. And he was like, actually I do.
Yes.
And so, I just take it as an opportunity to grow as far as an individual and, with ministry, because as an individual, my personality is big, but I'm a huge introvert.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yes, I'm a huge introvert. And I have a big personality when I'm around people, especially God's people, because I want everybody to see God's love outside of who I am.
So you're like an ambivert.
Yes.
Ambivert. Same.
So I make sure that I let people know that they're seen and they're loved, because I feel like the more we tap into that, the more gifts we'll see blossom, the more hands are to the plow.
Yeah. And where do you work?
I work at Manifestations Early Child Care Center.
How's that been?
I love it. I love the kids. I absolutely love being able to impact the lives of kids. And I know that sounds like really professional and cliche.
No, it doesn't.
But I have a niche for the area of children that we provide care for, that are displaced, single mothers, they're fostered by family members, just low income. So the care that they need is different
than just at a regular
right. The care, because they experience emotional and psychological trauma that's not addressed. It's just kind of, this is the way we are.
Yeah.
So when you're caring for them, discernment and spiritual gifts kind of activate, so that you can not only be profitable here on this surface, on the physical, but also kind of tap into the spiritual and begin to speak life into their spirit man.
Right. So it has a lasting effect. So it's like work and ministry.
Right. It's literally work and ministry.
So it's a fulfilling job.
Very, Very, very. And it can be, you know, warring sometimes. But being in a ministry that is very much so with covering and teaching as far as how to intercede, how to, you know, charge to certain gates and how to protect yourself and stay aligned.
Yeah. That's awesome. So you're doing the announcements, you're speaking to 5-year-olds live.
Yes. Oh, and I sing on the praise team and the choir.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, and I am a professional licensed stylist, and I am at the Empowerment House 2 Saturdays a month, where I
do hair.
Do hair, yeah.
Wow.
I do hair 2 Saturdays a month for the community for free.
Okay, before we get into these announcements, what is that like?
You have no idea. It is like, I get excited for my Saturdays at Empowerment House.
No, seriously, I've what am I saying? I give my time there too on Saturdays, and it is very fulfilling for people to come in and be like, hey, like, I get a hot meal and I can go shopping, and you make sure, because I have like a stylist background, not like, I have a stylist background as in fashion styling. You make sure people feel like they're getting a luxury experience.
And with the training that I got from cosmetology school, they trained us that you service every client as if it was a celebrity or a high profile client, you know. So even with my personality, that's what I give.
Yeah.
So it's fulfilling to see these women and men come in who have for months, sometimes years, haven't had anyone else's hands touch their hair. Wow. And they've had medical spots, you know, they've had amputations, they've had, you know, money issues, and to come in to a clean salon setup, get your hair shampooed, whatever style that you want. I set up appointments with them, stay in contact with them. I give them consultations just like I would at a salon, and give them follow-up instructions. And then I'm able to minister to them while they're in the chair, and they're telling me their stories, and I'm able to encourage them.
Wow.
It's so fulfilling. Like, why aren't more people doing this? But, you know, it's just my thing, because even when I was in cosmetology school, everyone said, oh my gosh, you're going to make so much money. And I was like, it's not about the money. And I was like, God, you know, I want to give back. And before I knew it, Apostle was saying, hey, we need somebody in the salon at the Empowerment House. And I was like, okay.
Bet.
Right. On that.
Yes.
So yeah, it's so beautiful, and to see them walk out with their head up, their shoulders back. They can't stay out of the mirror. They want to take selfies. They want to take ussies. They're calling me sometimes throughout the week. Thank you so much again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, and when can I book again? I don't want to overbook because I want to let somebody else. You know, they're really considerate. They're really compassionate, and it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful.
This Manifestations Worldwide is
literally
a place that literally fosters what the Bible tells us, whether it's, you know, caring for those in need, giving back to the poor, you lend to the Lord, you know, clothing those who need clothes, feeding those who are
hungry,
and just making people feel good, because when you look good, you feel better.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I remember I made this reel. Okay, we gotta get to this, but I made this reel, and it was like, sis, you're not depressed. There's no spiritual warfare going on. Your hair needs to be done.
Yeah.
You just.
Evan, do you know how many more women would feel comfortable going to a job interview if they just had their hair done?
Exactly.
And a lot of times you can have all the spritz, you can have all the gel, all the curling irons, all the hot combs, flat irons, blow dryers, rat tail combs, afro combs. But if your hands just don't have it to do it,
They don't have it.
then you're just sitting in the mirror like,
Yeah, that's ugly. Yeah, I look like James Brown. Like,
I don't want to go anywhere with this. I was better off not doing anything to it. Like, I've literally had those moments myself.
yes. You know when you were little and you tried to like, or when you're younger, you tried to straighten your hair on your own and it just looked like...
It's still like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks
All right.
like a hat.
Yeah. Yeah, we're neither here nor there with that. Those are...
Yeah, so being
Exactly.
able to be there to give that to them.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know how much that hairstyle just helped push them into, you know, the next drive of, you know, I'm going to make it happen this week.
Yes.
I'm not going to lay in bed because, baby, this hair is laid.
Yes.
Somebody's going to see this and give me a job. You know,
Yes.
somebody's going to see this and help me finish my classes. Somebody's going to see this and help me, you know, get a car. Whatever the go-between is. Now that you look good, you got a nice hairstyle, you got some groceries, you got a fresh fit, because the clothes that come through the clothing closet are not picked
Regular.
over. Right.
No.
Those are good quality clothes. And then you got you a hot meal. I'm ready to take on whatever.
Yep.
You done been prayed over. We touching and agreeing. It's whatever now. Like, boo, go get it. Go get it.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it though. Absolutely love it.
That's good. All right, you ready for the announcements?
Sure.
All right, let's get into it.
News from Manifestation City worldwide. This is a WMCFM news brief.
Hi, I'm Ivana Lewis, and these are your July announcements. We're so excited about what's happening here. Our calendar for July is full of awesome, outstanding, amazing things happening here. So let's get into it. Our back to school bash will be held on August 6th, but we are starting our pre-registration for supplies and our donation drive. So both of the cutoff date for both of those are July 31st. Please see Marlicia Barthélemy or Jolene Blakely for more information. Also the partners page. July is our anniversary month. We will be celebrating during July 15th through the 17th, where we'll be having 2 services and Apostle Fest. We are better together. Apostle Fest, kickball, and volleyball sign up are on the partners page, and the cutoff date for those are July 9th. FBCM Choir will be singing during one of our services for anniversary, and we're asking that you will join us for rehearsal on July 8th in the sanctuary. We have a free ballet and improv dance from 7 to 8:30. Please see Daisha Munn for more information. If you thought Memorial Day was outstanding, wait until you see what we have planned for 4th of July. The men's ministry will be hosting a 4th of July cookout. It will be potluck style, so check out the partners page and Jonathan Hollingshed for more information on how to sign up. Yes, we are hiring. This is your time as a partner to plug in. Please see Pastor Rodney or Elder Michelle or call 813-241-6919 for applications, interviews, and more information. Don't forget that Wednesdays we have Bible study at 6:30 p.m. and on Sundays we have in-person, virtual, and church in the Metaverse at 8 a.m. for our Express service and at 10:30 a.m. for our Engulf service. If you thought Trajectory was outstanding, wait until you see what we have in store for our series Engaging God. These have been your announcements.
To be the best that I could be in that lifestyle, that's what I did. I surrendered to my sanity for the sake of peace during that time. That makes sense? To keep from getting beat or cut or water poured on or black eyes busted in the head. You know, You don't want to, the only thing you can do is what they want you to do, you know?
So what was daily life like for you whenever you went through that stage of being a sex slave?
So, daily life was getting up, if you ever went to sleep, getting high, using drugs, going to the strip club, making money. He's sitting there or somewhere in the crowd, so you're always being watched. People think a lot of times that, oh, you could have got out of that, or why didn't you just leave? Well, guess what? It's not always that easy, because once the mind is conditioned, you know, all you know is what they show you or what you're introduced to. And then if you have somebody watching you 24 hours a day, where you gonna run to? If you go to the bathroom, he got other girlfriends watching you and making sure that you get high in the bathroom so you can come out, make some money, and do it all over again. And there's instances where you may not even go to bed at night. You know what I mean? So days run into days, and days run into weeks, and the weeks run into months. So there could be 2 or 3 days where you don't go to sleep because you're constantly making money or having to go turn a trick somewhere, you know, to support your needs, you don't even have money to pay for a hotel room because you done smoked it all up or whatever. I shot up a little bit of drugs too, and I didn't like pills, just crack and alcohol and cocaine, you know, at this point. So.
And did you grow up in the church?
I did grow up in the church. It was so fantastic. My childhood was awesome. We grew up in the church. We were always busy in the church. We always, whenever they had banquets and things like that, my family was the one who did all the decorations and the centerpieces and stuff like that. We used to have fashion shows. I was in the Girl Scouts. I didn't like that too long. So whatever I wanted, I always got it. If I didn't like it, I was able to quit. So it felt like I never finished anything until I got older, you know what I mean? And God delivered me from a whole lot of things. But I thank God that I was able to keep my mind, that He kept my mind. He kept my mind in the midst of all of that. So yes, growing up in church was good. We were like missionaries. We learned to give. I learned to give at an early age and to do for others. So.
Would you say that you had a true relationship with Christ back then?
You know what? When I was a kid, there's this thing I used to do, right? So I would be sitting outside with my friends or my cousins or whatever, and I would do my eyebrows like this. I'm like, look what me and Jesus can do, right? And it seemed like the clouds would go over the sun. And then I do my eyebrows like this, and then the sun would come back out. I'm like, yep, me and Jesus, we cool like that. You know, not cool, but at that age, I was like, it was so good, you know, and I would have dreams and visions, and I seen angels, right? As a kid, like I loved Jesus. Even as a kid, I knew him. Even, I want to say at least 4 years old, I know about Jesus in my heart and in my mind. I used to like to sing. I played the piano, and was in choirs and things of that nature. So yeah, even at an early age, I had a relationship with him.
So in the time where you were, you know, sex trafficked and abused, did you feel like he was still there with you? I
did. I knew he was with me, but it was like, it felt like being in a box and you just don't know how to get out of it. Now, being arrested 26 times, right? And going to jail was like a relief. You know, get a break from all that, regain some strength. Even in jail, I would read my Bible. I would sing in the courtyard, in the basketball yard. But I remember a particular time, a couple of times, where I'd be in the bed sleeping with my partner at that time, and the enemy came for me on more than one occasion. The Grim Reaper, right? You remember the Scooby-Doo movies? I don't know if y'all know this, but when they go up the wall, and then it was such a big ghost that would go up the wall, and he'd be across the ceiling. That's what the Grim Reaper was like. And I seen the angels come and snatch him away. And I was paralyzed, like I couldn't move. I couldn't wake up the person that was next to me. And I'm like, oh my God, like the devil really wants my soul. You know, he wanted me to die and to commit suicide on more than one occasion just to escape and get away from the torture that the mental torture, emotional torture, and the physical abuse that I was going through. So, yeah.
So y'all can tell who y'all are and what we've done today.
I don't have no makeup on today.
You be wearing makeup?
I was not prepared for this.
You look the same. Yeah.
I mean, I got on a little. Look, if she recording, I can't trust her because she won't delete. She don't delete stuff.
I don't. Listen.
I don't edit. Be looking a hot mess.
It's because you guys are naturally beautiful.
Oh, thank you. She's good. Thank you very much. But
Jasmine, I don't know why you trying to turn around.
right.
Your hair did right. First of all, no. Jasmine is TikTok famous, so I don't know why she's trying to pretend.
Give us some clout. Come on.
No, but seriously, what took place today?
We recorded Recovered for Miss Gwen, and it's gonna be freaking amazing. Is this coming out first?
Yes.
It's gonna be amazing. Make sure y'all tune in. She touched on some really amazing things that are relatable for some people, and I'm excited to see how it's gonna help others.
yeah. She helped me with some things, so definitely forgiveness and a lot. So it touched me. I dropped a couple of tears.
You did?
I definitely did.
Y'all smell Chipotle?
Are you a Chipotle
One more day.
Listen.
What's
Help me, Lord. Chipotle is my favorite.
Really?
That's what I'm getting as soon as I'm off this. Like,
I love.
Oh, y'all haven't eaten.
yeah.
That's really good. No, but I haven't eaten sugar. Hi. I haven't eaten sugar. Hi, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Daisha. She's our dance ministry person. Prophetess Daisha. Yes, she does it all. She's awesome. Yes. Bye. All right, y'all ready? Yes. Hi, Mr. Carlos. Good. Mr. Carlos is over sound during Bible study, so we are heading out to get some footage.
And the people interrupting, right? So I was reading a story about Jesus and the man that was on the mat.
Yes, ma'am.
And y'all, this would blow my mind. He said, when I was reading it, it was like, "Can you make me whole?" He said, "Will you make me whole?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I'm reading it, and you know what Jesus said to me? He said, "Whole, be made whole." He said, "Whole, be made whole." I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, that's but I'm just saying, but Jesus,
people on their level.
exactly, he'll talk to you in a way where you'll be able to understand and know that it's him talking, and he knows you just that much. You know what I mean? Because you see yourself as in all these different versions of brokenness. But he said, "Oh, you be made whole." I was like, "Yes, sir." Yes,
this
sir.
video gonna be so fire.
Look. And that thing blew my mind. I'm like, Jesus, how you talking to me like that?
You said what?
Jesus, how you talking to me like that?
Okay.
Thank you for joining us today. Visit us for one of 2 services on Sunday mornings, 8 o'clock and 10:30 a.m. There are so many ways to partner with us. If God is using this ministry to impact your life and you would like to reach others by sowing a seed, text the word GIVE to 754-210-8654. Visit www.centerformanifestation.com to stay connected with us. Also, visit us on YouTube at Manifestations Worldwide. This is the season for the manifestation of the sons of God. Be blessed and manifest.